One of the most fascinating things I experienced during my time in Beijing and Tianjin was their impressive public transportation systems. From the widespread use of electric buses and taxis to the convenient shared bicycles and easy to navigate subways, it was a glimpse into the future of urban mobility. This experience, along with my past encounters with Japan's efficient bullet trains, has inspired me to compare the high-speed rail systems of Japan and China in this video. You might have seen iconic images of the Shinkansen, Japan's bullet train, often with Mount Fuji in the background. For over half a century, this railway has been a symbol of Japan's efficiency, punctuality, and technological prowess. Launched in 1964, just in time for the first Tokyo Olympics, the Shinkansen revolutionized travel in Japan, connecting major cities with unprecedented speed and comfort. Now, let's turn our attention to China. Its remarkable high-speed rail network, the Gaotie. In a relatively short period, China has built the world's most extensive and rapidly developed high-speed rail system. Beginning in the early 2000s, China embarked on an ambitious project to connect its vast and populous nation with state-of-the-art high-speed railways. The Gaotie has rapidly transformed intercity travel, offering a fast, efficient, and increasingly popular alternative to air and road transportation. As far as I know, China's Gaotie is the most extensive high-speed railway system in the world. You might be wondering why I'm only comparing Shinkansen and Gaotie in this video, especially since I'm from Korea, which also has a high-speed rail system called KTX. While I'm Korean, I haven't had the opportunity to travel on KTX in the past decade. However, I promise that during my next visit to Korea, I will experience it firsthand and bring you a new video comparing all three systems. Actually, I've made a video about the Shinkansen before, and it's been relatively popular among my videos. So the footage you will see here is from that trip. I've had a chance to ride Shinkansen a few times. Once, I took it from Fukuoka to Hiroshima to visit a friend, a journey that took about an hour, compared to a potential 5-hour bus ride. Another memorable trip was from Fukuoka to Osaka after leaving my job in 2020. Due to limited flights from Fukuoka to Korea during COVID-19 pandemic, I needed to travel to Osaka to catch my flight back home. The Shinkansen video you will see is from that journey. It took a little over 3 hours, and I remember the train being quite calm with few passengers, though the ticket, as is typical for Japanese public transportation, was quite expensive. My experience on China's Gaotie felt quite similar in terms of smoothness, speed, and punctuality. We traveled from Beijing to Tianjin, and then again from Tianjin to Daxing International Airport. Yes, you can even take the Gaotie directly to the airport. Both journeys were incredibly efficient. The most noticeable difference was the ticket price, which, considering the difference in GDP per capita, makes sense. One of the reasons I wanted to visit Tianjin was specifically to experience the Gaotie, and the half-hour journey from Beijing was very impressive. Another impressive thing was the sheer scale of the Gaotie stations. Beijing North Station, where we boarded, was one of the biggest stations I've ever seen. New, modern, and clean, with gates that resemble those at airports. It is important to keep in mind that, like at airports, you will go through a security check before entering Gaotie stations. They will scan your belongings, and you will need to have your passport handy if you're a foreigner. In fact, it's advisable to carry a passport with you in general in China, as you might be asked to show it to police or security personnel, even on the street. When it comes to intercity travel in China, the Gaotie is undoubtedly a fantastic option. You can reach major cities like Shanghai, Wuhan, and countless other cities with this extensive network. If you have the chance, I highly recommend trying the Gaotie. For booking Gaotie tickets, the Trip.com app is quite useful. My travel companion Popo used it, though he noted that there were booking fees of around 10 ringgit per person. I'm just wondering why the US doesn't have a high-speed rail system on a similar scale. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.